may have answered this already. I got in late, so excuse me if you did. But you described his power as being above average, and that kind of set the MMA world off. Like, you know, they were kind of shocked that you said that. Can you kind of elaborate on like what you mean when you talk about the difference between above average and then one hitter quitter power?
Yeah, I think if Conor has 10-ounce gloves, he can get your attention, and he may be able to rock you, even put you down. Anybody can knock you out cold with one shot. No matter, believe it or not, even I have 2 one-punch knockouts on my record. You know what I mean? So anybody can knock you out with one shot. They hit you on the button, they hit you right. I think Conor's power is the kind of power that he can knock you out cold if he hits you one shot, but most likely he won't. You know, but if he hits you with one shot and it catches you on the button with 10-ounce gloves, even if it won't most likely knock you out cold, it probably rocks you, gets your attention in the very least, lets you realize you don't want to get hit with that again. It's not oh my god power. Oh my god power is like Golovkin power to me, or Amir Imam power. I sparred Amir Imam even with sparring gloves, where you get hit and you're like, ugh, you know, like with little gloves you're definitely going down. With big gloves you're probably thinking, yo, I still don't want to feel that. You know, it wasn't that kind of power. You know, and I'm not gonna make shit up just because people want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like if he had that kind of power, listen. At the end of the day, the mixed martial arts fans and the mixed martial arts media were the ones that wanted to know more than anybody about his power. So now if I'm going to sit here answering that question, you can't get offended when I answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because it wasn't what you wanted to hear doesn't mean that now all of a sudden like you have to get offended. A fact is a fact. Conor's power is definitely respectable power. Conor's power, and I'm comparing it only with 16-ounce gloves. So I'm not comparing it to Cotto because I fought him with 8-ounce gloves. I'm not comparing it to Han because I fought him with 8-ounce gloves. I'm comparing it to everybody I've sparred with 16-ounce gloves in the gym. And I know what oh my god power is throughout the 16, even despite 16-ounce gloves, and I know what above average power, and I know what even no power and regular power is. You know, Conor has pop that you have to respect. I'll give that, and that's about where it ends. That's it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think there's nothing wrong. I can't just pull my head out and say, "Oh, hit me." You know, it's not that kind of thing. You know, because he hits hard enough. You know, but at the same time, I sparred Amir Imam for a year of my life when I was training out of Miami, and literally some right hands I took from that kid I sent a shockwave from the top of my head to the bottom of my toes. You know what I'm saying? So it never went down, by the way. But what I'm saying is you still recognize power when it's there, when you feel it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a smaller guy than Conor, by the way. You know, so it doesn't mean just because you don't have that kind of power, you shouldn't be respected. No, it doesn't mean that at all. So you can't take that as you shouldn't be respected, because Conor's power is definitely something you have to respect. It's just not oh my god power. And oh my god power in reality is very rare. Even among the fight fraternity, oh my god power is rare. I'll be honest with you. It's just the way it is.
Paulie, is there anything you told him in trash talk that stunned him, that kind of like made him laugh in the middle of sparring?
Nah, we just kind of went back and forth, you know. Half the time it wasn't even making any sense, you know. Like you're just going back and forth, trying to one up each other. It was just good work. You know, Conor's a hard worker. He's a trash talk, but he's a hard worker.